Hi everybody, welcome back to Pure Backgammon. Do not be alarmed. You may notice at least a few things are different here. This is an unboxing video, and before we get too into it, like, subscribe, comment below, and follow us on Instagram at Pure Backgammon. And I do believe there are going to be a propitious amount almost of comments on this video, because there's an absolute gem beneath this. And this is a true unboxing. And I don't know, this video can go anywhere, certainly in terms of time. It could be hours long. I am anticipating, I don't know what I'm anticipating, okay? So I'm just gonna cut to the chase. I've never seen what's beneath this. And where I am is not my home. I am mere feet away from the legendary Backgammon creation lab of Eric Schmidt, who is a gifted designer, artist, and artisan of Schmidt Brothers Backgammon. And we're pals, and I make reference to him on the Instagram page from time to time, but I'm about to live something I never thought I would live, which is ownership of a Schmidt Brothers Backgammon board, of an Eric Schmidt original, one of one. And so now I think I know what to expect here. Obviously I'm wrong, because the beauty, the grandeur, this is beyond just visuals. This is beyond even the tactile joy of backgammon. There's a spiritual element here. In fact, well, I'll get into that. I'm gonna get into this sooner than later, but I'm gonna have to digress here and there just to tell you my journey with this board. I mean, before I've even seen it, I had to acquire it. I bought it at an auction, and then I had to go pick it up at this weirdo auction house where there were Greek statues and weird stuff. I didn't even know how big it was when I bought it. And then I got it. I was like, what am I going to do with this? And then anyway, one thing led to another. And then I stripped it. It's an old crystalloid. I stripped the canvas off the top. I mean, I really got into this thing. I injured myself sanding it and literally bled into the pores of the wood of this board. So this is beyond backgammon, okay? This is art. This is life, really, unfolding before our very eyes. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh my good! Do you see this thing? Do you see this thing? The better question is, do you see yourself reflecting off of this thing? Do you see this tapestry? I don't even want to pick this board up. I'm now seeing the handle for the first time. I don't even want to pick this board up. This is a wedding cake, okay? Do you walk into a wedding and start grabbing at the cake? Of course not. You stand away from it, okay? You keep the freaky drunk uncle on the other side of the room, right? Whoa, okay, calm down. Also, I'm in someone else's home, so if I was in my own place, I'd probably be running laps around the living room, screeching at the top of my lungs right now. This is gorgeous. Now, I kind of knew what to expect. I knew there was going to be a purple exterior because I asked for it, okay? Because the Eric Schmidt experience is fantastic, okay? We worked... And almost to the point where I think I may have made a mistake even having an opinion. I mean, you can rest assured, if you give this man a board or ask him to source a board for you and then outfit it, he'll take care of you. Period. The statement has ended. He is also willing to work with you if you want, and if you're like me, you're a control freak and your hands got to be all over everybody else's stuff all the time. But I asked for a color scheme. I asked for design stuff. I may have been a little too hands-on, figuratively speaking. Actually, literally as well, because my hand, like I told you, I cut my hand and bled. Anyway, so I knew it was going to be purple, and I actually saw a bolt of this fabric that he sourced. I won't tell you from where, but I mean, this guy gets the best of the best. And I picked purple because purple's the color of royalty, okay? The emperors in Rome, who played a game very similar to our modern backgammon, by the way. I picked purple. And then he went out like an old school Roman artisan, like a Mediterranean master of his craft, which is what he is. and he sourced this thing from, I will say, Europe. I know where I know almost exactly where he got it from. I'm not going to give away his secrets, but this guy went overseas to find this like metallic purple. Oh, look at that sheen! There's a sheen. Martin Sheen called. He'd like his last name back. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Are you seeing this thing? This is like a present. I keep feeling like I need to rip this off because the board's underneath, which in a way it is. Okay, we got to move on. Oh my God, yo. This is, simply put, ostentatious, which might not be a word people use to describe me. But it's absolutely fantastic, and I'm not upset with it at all. And look at this handle. Look at this orange. Oh, you got to get a look. I'm going to see, one thing I'm going to do with this video is I'm going to actually edit this video and give you inserts of some of the details and that sort of thing, because this handle, which once again Eric found and sourced for me, it's Bakelite, and it's also got this nifty design of sort of like almost a twirl. Oh my God. Oh, dude, this thing is heavy. It's stressful to hold this thing up right now. Look at this. Look at this. Nobody's angry at this. Oh, look, dude, look at this thing. Would you even feel comfortable playing backgammon on this thing? I wouldn't. And that's what I want from my backgammon boards. I want you to be scared of my backgammon collection. This is fantastic. Wow. Wow. Very briefly, you should know this was a vintage Chris Lloyd set. And I think it was old. I think it's like 1960s or even older. I mean, it was old, and the cork was all junky inside, and it was all stained and weird. But the bones are fantastic. I mean, it's like wood, good hinges, which I didn't even really look at. Oh yeah. Great hinges, great latches. And the size is enormous. I think it's 32 by 21 inches or something like that. We're about to see exactly how big this is. Oh, I almost don't even want to open it up. Can you believe that? A board so good you can't even handle what's inside? I've never had this experience before. Oh, did you hear that? I sure did. Latches. Oh my gosh, dude. I would put important things in here if I had to. Smuggle documents. I mean, a person, a small enough person, or like an animal. If I was smuggling animals somewhere, they'd be safe in here. Okay. Oh, dude, dude, you can play ice hockey on this thing. This is so smooth and sleek. Sheen. There's a sheen on this. Oh my God. Look, this thing is so big it almost doesn't fit on this table. Can you believe that? Okay. This is going to be... I gotta just do it. I gotta inhale and just do it. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh my gosh. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh, this is like dark as night, dude. This is like a mysterious night. This is like a mysterious nightfall. This is crazy. This is crazy. Whoa, I'm really taken here emotionally. Like, I need a second to breathe. Look at these cups. Look at these freaking dice cups. Oh my God. Look at these freaking dice. Look at these freaking dice. I cannot do this right now. I cannot handle this right now. Okay. All right. This is too sweet, dude. This is too sweet. I just keep thinking Martin Sheen for some reason. I mean, my brain is scrambled here. My brain is boggled. Mind-boggling. If you couldn't tell, I'm happy with the outcome. I'm happy with this. Oh, it's better than I thought. You know, I gotta be honest. first glance, you see that purple exterior, and I'm almost like, I'm almost blind. It's almost like, is it too much? Is it too much? Because there can be too much. You know, you can do too much. Eric Schmidt wouldn't do too much. But when someone like me is kind of like, you know, in the mix and like, oh, well, I want the diamonds and I want the dots and I want this and I want, you know, you could put too much on someone's plate, and a good practitioner is going to make their client happy, right? And I saw the exterior, and for a moment I was like, oh my God, it's the sheen, it's almost too much. But you get inside, and the paint, the purple paint, matches the exterior perfectly. And against the black inlay, against the black field, forest green and purple on black field with orange accents, get out of town, dude. It's like you're wandering through a mysterious dark forest and you don't know what's around next corner. Might be double sixes to save your ace. Okay. Now, the one thing I will concede is I knew what the pieces were going to look like, because I helped source the pieces. Did you hear that? You may not have heard that, because that's one of the trademarks of a Schmidt Brothers board, of an Eric Schmidt board, is the silence. It's not silence, but it's a very, very pleasant auditory, oral experience. Did you hear that? Because I barely heard that, and I'm 8 inches away from it. Oh my gosh. Oh my word. Oh my word. Okay. Yeah, so the pieces. These are fantastic. Now, lots of people would love to have some like vintage bakelights in their board, perhaps. Fine. To my knowledge, they actually did make darker green bakelights. But I don't think they ever did like proper orange bakelights. And I wanted this color scheme. I wanted purple, green, black, and orange. Oh my God, look at the dice trays. Oh my God, this is just, okay, stop talking about yourself and just talk about the board. I mean, this is fantastic. Look at these dice. Everything fits perfectly. This is unbelievable. This is obviously the best board I've ever had or will ever have. I can't believe it's mine. Am I walking out of here with this? I feel like I gotta tie him up and stash him in a broom closet or something just to get out of his own house clean with this thing. This is fantastic. Okay, I gotta set it up because that's gonna get some things out of the way. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm liking the fit right there. Anyway, Eric will routinely put bakelights in his boards, which is great. We all love bakelight pieces, but I wanted large pieces, and I really wanted that vibrant orange to pop against so much of the darkness, the black in particular, I was thinking, in the forest green. So we worked together and got these amazing pieces. Now, the orange pieces are marbled to a degree, but they look kind of matte, which I think is a great interplay against the green pieces, which are definitely very marbled and very, they're sort of evocative of like a smoke or fluid, sort of a gelatinous ooze or something. Ghostbusters 2 maybe comes to mind. Oh my God, you dirty dog. And these dice cups, these are wooden dice cups, matching the exterior, and the orange cork on the inside matches the trays, which I've barely talked about. Look at the orange trays. Orange accents. I asked for orange accents, and he delivered. He delivered here in the little, this is another trademark design routinely in Eric Schmidt boards, the diamond here, the diamond at the bottom of the point, which I really like. I also requested a little orange dot there at the top of each point. These are the rounded points, the old school rounded points. You'll see those often on like old school low boards come to mind, like the point and the little round. I asked that Eric do that. He did it, of course, because he's a master at his craft. I'm taken with these dice cups. I'm taken with them. I'm taken with the whole thing. Are you kidding me? Look at this experience. It's not what I wanted, but I'm so happy that I now have it. I didn't think to myself, I want a board that I sort of dive into like a swimming pool and I'm sort of fully immersed and kind of lost within it, even before I play a game of backgammon. I didn't say that. I didn't say that's what I wanted. That's what I got. I mean, the black with the green and the purple To me, it's like they're like trees in a forest, and you're sort of like fighting your way through this like dark, mysterious forest. But then there's this orange, there's this light, there's these like twinkles of lights, and it's not necessarily nefarious. It's very much like backgammon. It's not necessarily nefarious. It's definitely magical, but you just don't know what to expect, what's going on, and more secrets just keep getting revealed. These are the best dice cups in the history of the world. Okay, let that statement sink in. We're talking pre-Gregorian calendar. Okay, these are the single best 2 dice cups ever made. They're mine. Okay, let's set this up. What we always do, what we like to do on these unboxings, and that's the thing. So, is this going to be a 3-hour-long video? No. Could it be? Absolutely. It won't be, because part of this experience is kind of for me only. I'm going to keep seeing more. I'm going to keep feeling new things. Look at this. I just caught a glimpse of this thing on the video. Get out of my life. Get out of my life. Get out. If you're not ready to handle this board, I don't blame you, frankly, because it's overwhelming. And I'm just like babbling, burbling, like almost nonsense. Like I think the message I'm trying to convey to you is getting through. I'm not really sure, and I don't even care, because I got this board to sort of soothe me and keep me happy for the rest of my life. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Oh my gosh. I mean, every time I see or touch the dice cups, I'm brought back to, oh my God. And we're definitely going to talk about, usually we unbox and we don't spend a lot of time talking about packing it up. We're going to talk about packing it up again, because we're going to get to that soon. But anyway, real quickly, let's just walk this through. Purple exterior, of which we're aware, Martin Sheen. Got a rogue piece here. There we go. Look at that. Green and orange modern pieces. No problems there. Dice cups, we've talked about. Doubler dice. Now this is an interesting touch, which I quite like. The dice are actually green and blue. And of all things, the blue, it's sort of like a deep navy blue, really works with this board. So fantastic dice. You know what, I'll admit it, they're precision dice. They're precision dice, okay? He'll give you precision dice. And I can live with that. Great doubler. Oh yeah, like turquoise, very much, I don't know where he found this thing, very much kind of matches and works with the pieces. This thing is so fantastic. Okay, from the top, purple exterior, which we liked very much. Black field. Black field. I was worried, is the black gonna be too drab? Is it gonna be like a black hole and the other colors are gonna kind of drown within it? Of course not. Of course not. Great black field, forest green and purple points, and the paint, I don't want to say that it's like metallic or like sparkly paint, but there's a sheen. There's life in this board, dude. Seriously, it's like an optical illusion. And that's what I really want from a backgammon set, is something that transcends the mind, because the game transcends the mind. It affects the heart, it affects the stomach, it affects the soul if you let it. And before you even throw the dice, to feel, sort of this adrenaline. I mean, how many backgammon sets do that? Now, you know me, I'm a fan of acquiring backgammon sets to a point where it's a problem in my personal relationships, okay? I love getting backgammon sets. They all look fantastic. I've never made a purchase I didn't fall in love with. But not every one makes me, almost none of them make me actually feel something in my blood, percolating blood, just by being in its presence. And that's what I get from an Eric Schmidt Brothers backgammon board, and probably what you will get too, if you choose to go that route. This is remarkable. Okay, so we've talked about the color scheme. The exterior is fantastic. Bakelite handle. The exterior sourced from the farthest reaches of Transylvania. Fantastic dice cups, the best ever made. Cork lined, trip lip, wooden, matching the exterior of the set. The pieces are fantastic. Perfect fit pieces when you're talking 6 abreast here in the home board. Here's the setup, traditional setup. Usually I would play out a 3-ply game, but you know what? I can't even do that here because it's all about the board today. This is a special one. Now let's talk. Oh, and then how can I forget? I mean, do I have a favorite part here? Will I ever have a favorite part of my favorite board? Probably not, but I do love. I mean, he made these trays. There's grooves here, so the pieces can sit five at a clip and be in there. He made that. He made that. He padded the thing so the pieces would fit perfectly. He did all this. Look at the perfect fit of everything getting put away. That's what's fantastic about this. Because even those old Chrisloyd boards you buy, even with original pieces, they're not really perfectly spaced. I mean, that's the thing. This is made not only for optimal playing experience, but also for travel, for carrying it. Nothing's going to get jostled around. You're not going to hear like rinky-dinkle, like weird things like joggling around in the board when you're walking somewhere with it. Not that I would ever walk anywhere with this. I would treat this thing like a human being, like a president of the United States, let's say like Dwight Eisenhower or maybe Kennedy. I would treat it like that and always have it in a car, probably have a body man on it at all times, eyes on it at all times, never look away from it. You know, Eric suggested I bring it down to the LA Open next weekend because I'll be announcing on the live stream. And if he thinks I'm going to leave this thing out of my sight for 1 second to watch 2 guys I've never heard of play a 9-point match at 11:30 in the morning on a Friday, he's crazy because this is mine and I just can't stop looking at it for the most part. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. But let's put it away because that's part of the amazing aspects of this board. And lastly, just going to mention the orange again. Orange is the least represented color of the 4 I asked for, which is exactly how I wanted it. That's how good he is at this. But the orange dice trays, I mean, the little dividers here are orange, just a little bit of orange accent on the playing surface, and the pieces, of course, beautiful. So beautiful, I'm sort of racked physically. I can't even breathe anymore. I don't know if you caught that. Anyway, so the pieces get put away, which is fantastic, in these little trays. Unbelievable. Okay, I think I'm coming back down to earth a little bit here, But seriously, these dice cups, I mean, no offense, like, no judgment to you. I'm not getting on a high horse or a soapbox or anything. Doesn't make me better than you, but I'm telling you, you have never seen dice cups better than these two. Never have, and you never will, unless you're playing me on this board, which you are invited to come and do, because I'll be playing everybody on this board. I can't wait to show this board off nonstop, every single place I go. It will be driven, there will be bodyguards around it, but I'm bringing this thing everywhere. World tour. This thing's going to be like the Stanley Cup. Everybody gets a day with it, as long as I'm playing on it. And then the cups fit perfectly. The cups fit I mean, I'm thunderstruck. I'm flabbergasted. And I could go on and on. I will not, because it's time to wrap this up. And I wanted to name this. I'll tell you what I was going to name this board, what I might name this board. I was going to name this board the Druska Family Jewels. That's my last name, and this is obviously something, I mean, like this literally needs to be specifically referred to in my estate documents when that time comes. But I think, like all boards, I think I gotta take a step back and breathe on the name, because I'm not gonna name it Martin Sheen. That's too weird and specific. But I'm liking this vibe of like a mysterious forest, you know, like a European forest, you know. There's like some weird stuff out there. There might be some vampires or some werewolves or just sort, you know, there could be like elven nymphs, you know, like frolicking in the mossy dew. I don't know. We gotta see. Oftentimes it may take a game or two, or even somebody else's opinion. Maybe Eric Schmidt has an opinion on what to call this board. What was his experience making it, you know? But lastly, we're just going to close it up again. Shield your eyes if you must. Look at that. Look at that sheen. Oh my gosh. This is fantastic. We're going to close it up with these fantastic latches. I mean, it's all original hardware. It's the original latch. Oh, look how good this thing looks. Look how good this thing looks. Okay. All right. The video has to stop because I got to play on this thing and kind of live my life. But that's the board. It's a custom Eric Schmidt board from Schmidt Brothers Backgammon. You can find them on Instagram. Of course, I'm going to link to his contact info below. Hit him up, reach out, tell him what you have in mind, ask him what he can do for you, and you will not be disappointed. And thank you for following along here. As always, like, subscribe, comment, follow us on Instagram at Pure Backgammon. And even on my board, it's still your role.